Hey, it's Jess here from 757 Bandwire, and we are doing a interview with Dead Love Alive. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I always go last.
That's not what I heard. I'm Chris. I play guitar and I do background vocals.
Awesome.
Patrick, guitar, vocals. Travis, drums.
Cool. And then we're missing one guy, right?
Yeah,
bass player.
yeah,
Bass
Dave.
player.
He's watching football.
Very cool.
No, it's not.
Oh, all right.
His nickname is Ass Blaster.
Yeah,
What is it?
Ass Blaster.
Where does that nickname
David
come from?
Ass Blaster.
Well, it's a long story, but essentially what it boils down to is he blasts asses.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Of all of us.
Out of all of
he's
you,
probably
yeah.
better at all
He's the
of
ass
us.
blastingest.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, damn.
It's really important to have one of those in every group.
It really is.
Yeah.
It helps on those cold nights.
Absolutely. Got to keep warm somehow. So where did the name come from?
Well, Travis, you were saying earlier.
Right, yeah, so we all bonded one evening while Dave was kind of taking turns blasting our asses,
Uh-huh.
listening to John Bon Jovi's Dead or Alive just on repeat.
Hmm.
And it was really inspirational. We kind of had a very intense bonding experience through that. And
We loved it.
yeah, we knew at that moment that we were destined to be in a band together and to take over the town. So
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
great.
we had already been in a band for about a year, but at that point we knew that we were still in a band.
That's important
It
to
is.
know that. Yeah.
It is.
and to be wanted.
Dead. Or alive.
But we changed it to love because we were like blasting ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Okay,
Well, I mean, really it was more copyright issues.
True.
Yeah, that copywriting can get into a lot of
It's
trouble
dicey.
and messes.
It's very
It
dicey.
can be. Yeah.
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 Plus the whole Schrodinger thing, we're not
Wow.
huge fans.
No?
Yeah.
Putting
legality
cats in
and-
boxes.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's just too complicated that way. So yeah, we wanted to be definitive. You know,
Well, that makes
cover the whole
sense.
spectrum of experience of life
Mhm.
in one three-word phrase. So
Well, that definitely covers that.
Yep.
Absolutely. So how'd y'all meet?
Well, we've all known each other for a long, long time. The way that I met Dave was I was 6 years old in Great Neck Farms out in Virginia Beach, and I just moved from Rhode Island down here, and I met him on the playground.
Spend most of your days.
Yeah, yeah. We spent most of our days on the playground.
copyright.
Yeah, we'll find something else to do with that. But so I met him that way, and he was a child of divorce, so I saw him kind of every other weekend. And then when I was 13 years old, I went to my first show ever, which was NoFX, the Lunachicks,
Oh, wow.
and Snuff,
Snuff,
at
yeah.
the Bait Shack
Yep.
in Norfolk, at
It was an
Waterside.
awesome show.
Nice.
Yeah, they had Blow Up Sheep. It was on the Heavy Petting Zoo tour.
Yeah.
So I was 13 years old, seeing NoFX with a bunch of blow up sex doll sheep
Yeah.
getting passed around, and that's when I met him because he had the weed, and I also had like a nickel bag, but I was
Yeah,
hiding.
in
I
your
was
scrotum,
I was
right?
13. Yeah, I was hiding my underpants
Under the-
because I was
in the taint.
terrified of getting in the taint area.
The
Well,
taint, yeah.
the what's it? The grundle.
Yeah.
In the grundle.
Yeah.
It's hiding it in the grundle, and.
Chose the-
So those guys already knew Pat. So I remember Pat introducing himself to me and then immediately not liking me and turning away and walking off. And I heard him mutter under his breath, "Dude looks like a fucking frog."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And then we became best pals.
Yeah. That's pals.
Then I met Travis when you were working at the shipyard with Dave? Isn't that how I met you?
Yeah, we both started at the same time. So.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah, I met you through that.
yeah,
Through Dave.
so we met Travis through Dave,
Yeah.
and we all
Around
played
2000.
music in different bands for a
2001
while.
was when I joined this band here. So.
Well,
Band of
brothers.
married men.
Fan.
We didn't start the band till later.
Fucking Robin Hood.
Till we were comfortable enough with the ass blasting part. We did.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of had to put off the music part because it was too emotional. We had to get straight to business.
Yeah.
So that's how we met.
That's cool. So who's the writer in the group?
This guy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. There's
Yeah,
nothing else to say about that.
I was gonna say I was drawn to his unique style though. From his other bands, he was in Ready to Fade.
Yeah,
Was one.
Yeah.
What was it?
Downside.
Downside was another.
Clear
he was
as
in.
mud.
He just has a very unique style that he plays with, and
Cool.
that's definitely something that had attracted me to him for a long time. So I'm really glad we're able to put that to use in this band.
We have good chemistry. We have
Yeah.
really good in the band and out of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the ass blasting.
Yeah.
So, who got you into music?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, for
Okay,
me,
for
my
me? Oh, good.
no.
Oh, for me, I lived across the street from this kid I grew up with, and his sister was like super into music, and she would have like bands come and play over her house. And I used to think it was so cool to listen to it. I sit on my porch and listen to it. I was too young to go over. My parents didn't want me going over there because there was like drugs and alcohol and cigarettes and all that kind of shit. So I wasn't allowed to go over there, but I'd listen to it on my porch and I go, oh, that's so cool. And it was like Fugazi and Minor Threat and Dinosaur Jr. and those type of sounds coming from this place. They blow the speakers all the way up, and that's how I fell in love with it. So
That's
I
cool.
wanted to be in the band right after I started seeing all these other cool bands come through there.
Brian Adams got me into music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the first record I ever bought. Was So Far So Good.
That had a lot of classics on it.
Well, it was a compilation of a bunch of good ones. Then the second record I ever bought was Green Day's Dookie. And yeah, I mean it was all just hanging out with my friends, like, which is one of the things I kind of miss about having a physical medium for music, was sitting around,
Yeah.
you know, either putting on a record and having to sit through every single song and go and wait, after this one, the next one's really cool. So kind of like having to go through, you know, not everything's a hit single. Some of them are pretty duddy and just space fillers. Face fillers.
Hey, new
Thanks.
band name.
Or even, you know, CDs where you would, you know, tapes, making mixtapes and stuff like that. That was always kind of fun. But now it's, you know, just kind of MP3s, and this guy
Yeah.
streams individual songs on YouTube and
Yeah,
refuses to buy an iPod.
Yeah, it's the only way to go.
Yeah, the new old school.
Yeah, AM demand and all this technology.
Yeah, well, me, I fell in kind of with a rough crowd when I was younger. They would always be going around lighting incense and playing hand drums. If you know the type, you know the type, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
How did I know this story?
No, they had this back when like Alpha Music was around down the street from my house, and they did this like drum circle. I think I was like 12 or 13.
This is an actual story. He's not
It
making
is-
this
it
shit
is.
up.
No, I'm not making this up.
It is fucking real.
This is real.
Okay.
I don't know
So,
if I can laugh at him anymore.
Let's talk about that tonight at the show.
Yeah, we've...
Fucking hand drums and drum circle.
Fuck, man. You might be out.
It was a scary time.
We'll
It
do
was a
drum
scary
circle
time for me, but thankfully they didn't impact my development enough to where I maintained that lifestyle. But anyway, so they would have it after hours.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, thought I'd bring it up.
You can keep
I
rolling.
think
Just gotta
I bronzed
grab
the
some.
Birkenstocks. that I had.
Birkenstocks.
I bronzed them.
Yeah.
No, anyway, yeah, so they had this drum circle at Alpha Music after hours, and it was on Wednesdays. And I don't know why I did that, but I did that. And one evening while I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up, and I was chit-chatting it with the other hippies.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I can't say hippies.
No, you can say hippies. I need. So,
Did you see that?
so
Okay,
finish
so-
your story with the hippies.
Oh, you mean the H words. So I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up one evening, and I just decided to hop back on a drum set that was there in the store, and I could just play, and it was kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's where I first kind of discovered that, and my parents were super supportive after that. They bought me my first drum set, like for that Christmas, after I figured out that I could play, and just fell in with a couple of guys in high school that I'd play around with, and we'd have a good time. I'm actually in another band that was one of the first bands I was ever in, and now we just kind of reunited a couple years ago
That's
to do
cool.
that thing. Yeah, so we're kind of going full circle. I feel like I'm gonna die next year. I think that's
Oh my
the moment.
Jesus Christ, you're dark.
I'm going out on top though.
We'll love you.
Are you? Because we're still just playing local shows. I feel like you need to aim higher, man.
So
My
you guys.
dream was to play O'Connor's, really. So after that, I'm
No.
So
Ever
what's
since I
your
was
what's
a
your
boy.
favorite local venue between all of you, or even
Shit,
individually,
Belmont.
or
Yeah,
the Belmont?
Yeah.
They got a really good
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, Patrick's
a
the
cool
best sound
guy.
ever.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I love him to death.
And we always play good there too.
Yeah.
Where'd
Stage
you-
could be bigger, but whatever.
Where'd you guys play your first gig, like
Tap
ever?
House.
Really?
Yeah, with
Which one?
21st Street, the one that matters.
Norfolk.
Yeah.
The one
The other
that
one's so much
matters?
better than you haven't been there.
I have been there. I ate lunch there. Remember, I used to work in Hampton.
It's so much better than this one.
Yeah, it's not the same.
We played with the Humanoids.
He was from the Deep and
Without
Trusted
Lines.
Tunnel.
Without Lines.
Oh, that was
Nice.
the first one without lines.
Without
Okay.
Lines.
Yeah.
That was our first one.
So let's see. Is there a story behind any of your songs that you might want to share? Pick a song and tell us something exciting.
Hips, those eyes, and
The
what
way
else?
you wear those jeans.
The way you wear those jeans.
So well.
The trail's gone dead, but I'm still sniffing.
Pick a song and tell us the story.
Yeah,
What's one of the songs about?
He just doesn't want to know lines from them.
I know,
Instead of
but
the stories behind
all
them.
those lines that we just talked about is all about
Yeah.
sniffing panties.
Well, there you go.
That's true.
I mean, that's what it comes down to.
We're kind of a sexual band, even though we're not sexual human beings.
What?
I mean, we are, but I wouldn't look at us and. I have a fucking soul patch, dude.
Did you
You do have a soul
Tell me
patch.
I'm not a sexual fucking Lothario.
Look, man, I wouldn't fuck you.
Wait a minute.
Not now.
Well, I mean,
Not again, you mean?
not so long ago, the ass blasting.
Dave didn't have a mustache. Neither did I.
Fair.
Yeah, I guess when the mustache had changed everything.
Yeah, they really did.
So is there anybody locally that you guys would like to work with, or even nationally, that you'd like to collaborate with?
Collaborate?
Brian
Yeah.
Eno.
Brian Adams?
Eno.
Eno.
Eno, definitely Eno.
That would, but he's not national. He's Canadian.
You know, we're playing a really cool show tonight with Thomas McDonald and the Record Collection.
Yep.
They're a really awesome band from around here that
Yeah.
tours and stuff, and so. Come on, Dave.
Okay, so I'm sorry, you were telling me who you'd like to work with.
Oh, Steve Albini at Electrical Audio in Chicago.
Very cool. Anybody else?
To work with?
Anyone else in the band, or anybody else have an
Like
idea?
other bands we'd like to play with?
Yeah,
Like you said, collaborate.
Oh, collaborate.
or even play with.
Oh.
Play music.
You
with.
know.
Is there any local bands that we haven't played with that we think would be pretty sweet to play with?
I just want to do Step Heads. I still
Step
I like their sound. Yeah. I just don't know when they play around.
It was
It's a rare.
what was
rare-
their counterfeit Molly?
Counterfeit Molly back
That
in
was
the day.
they used to be called counterfeit Molly.
Yeah. Those guys, I've always been impressed when I heard them live. So, who else?
I'd like to play a show with Braid. I think that would be fun nationally. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get our foot in the door with something bigger. And you mentioned goals earlier, and like playing the Norville would be great. So.
Now you guys have been.
It's kind of something. I know it's aiming low, but it's something I've always wanted to do. So.
No, there's lots of people around here that have definitely been looking into that.
Yeah.
It was voted one of the best venues in the
Yeah.
U.S. in Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Spin, one of those.
Just recently, it wasn't too long ago. I think it was like a year ago, maybe or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Rolling Stone. I remember reading an
Well,
article. on
and
it.
plus the
It's
Norva
pretty
just
cool.
got sold, didn't it?
It did. It
Yeah,
did.
so
Somebody
it's
just
going
bought
on
it.
a more national. Well, it's a West Coast company that bought it.
Yeah.
So when they do tour packages for different bands, Norfolk will hopefully get some better shows because I mean we're kind of out of the way for everybody in that weird like 64 corridor 95. So we tend to get overlooked a lot by national bands that are coming through, and a lot of the bands that we do get that come through are ones that were still here in like 95. Like there was a 3-week span where I saw Propagandy, Lagwagon, and the whole Steady came through, which was awesome. But that was a really awesome 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, there's this other band too. They're kind of a mysterious band. I'm not really sure who's in it because they wear masks usually. But their name is the Aluminium Sphincters.
Never even heard of them.
Yeah, it's.
A few
they're
people
kinda-
have.
Yeah. Yeah, they dress up like Oompa Loompas. Yeah, but they wear ski masks while they do it. So it's like a terrorizing looking.
Sounds like the Dwarves, or like a Dwarves album cover.
Is that our next album cover? Maybe we can borrow the ski masks.
We might.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we're doing. We're going into the studio.
Oh yeah, we're going to the studio in January.
Very cool. I was going to ask you guys when you were going to start recording, or if you were working.
Yeah,
on
well, we
anything,
were
or-
kind of doing some recording stuff downstairs. It wasn't bad, but we kind of wanted something a little bit more polished, so we're going out to the Scotch Chamber Studios out in Smithfield with Curtis. Thomas McDonald just got done recording his Christmas EP out there. But from what I heard, that turned out really nice. We're going to do 3 songs and give it away for free, like we do with pretty much everything.
That's cool. That's really cool. So where can people find your music?
Right now at a venue near you, somewhere out in Ghent, more than likely.
We
We've
got
been
stuff on the Facebook.
yeah. So the 2 songs that we recorded, or is it 3? I think we just got the 2 that are up there, right?
Right.
Yeah. We have 2 songs up on Bandcamp, so it's deadlovealive.bandcamp.com. And yeah, soon we'll have the 3-song EP up there, and we just got to record and then go through the mixing process and probably get it sent out to get mastered.
That's cool. Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you guys collectively been playing together over the period from the band from before to now? I mean, because you said you guys took a break. How long was the hiatus for? And, how long have you been playing?
Well, we all played in different bands.
Oh, okay.
Even though we were all best friends, we all always were like in different bands, and this is the first time that we actually all of us have played in the same band together.
We tried a couple times.
Yeah, we did try a couple times, but it was always really short-lived. But
Yeah.
this is the first time we've really stuck with it. And I think we started back in close to the summer 2013, maybe, is when we started. No, it was before that.
No, I just don't do time.
Oh, okay.
Like time.
I think it was
Somewhere around
around
there.
like late April or early May
Okay,
2013.
Yeah, and we started playing and just having fun, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun, especially in the summertime. We go to the beach and like
Yeah. We have
we
beach
do all
slash
sorts of fun
practice
stuff with
days.
the band, and then we play music, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So we've been really into it, and we played our first show in August,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, I don't know how it happened. It's like a lot of different bands and different places are contacting us and wanting us to play. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. I didn't really expect that.
Like especially this month. I mean, we played every single weekend of this month. Actually, we're playing what 7 times in the next 6 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
Yeah.
we have a pretty busy schedule. We're playing tonight at O'Connor's and Hookup, and then next weekend we're playing at Tap House again.
Is it?
Yeah, Tap House again. And then we'll be at the Belmont, and then we'll be back at the Tap House. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Wait, what's next weekend?
Next weekend is the 29th.
Oh, that's the Trucks to Tunnel show?
Playing Trust the
Okay.
Tunnel,
Yeah. Those guys are really cool too. They
Yeah.
sound like Dinosaur
Super
Jr.
90s. Yeah, that's a really 90s band.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So my next question was going to be, how do you like the scene in the area? But obviously,
Oh,
it seems to be pretty.
It's interesting. I mean, there's definitely there's a lot of talent. When I first started playing music, and it was kind of around the same time all these guys did. You a little bit earlier than the rest of us, but it was back when Kogan's was still just a dirty rock bar that sold microwavable pizzas to meet the ABC laws. It was kind of like a really, I hate to use this phrase, but kind of like a unified scene. It doesn't seem like that as much anymore, and I feel like part of that might be just because the kind of crop of bands that are in there now, like we're getting older, like it's still pretty much the same people that haven't moved away. There's not a whole lot of super young kids trying to do stuff anymore.
Really not.
But yeah, I mean, there's people in every scene that are going to be, supportive, non-supportive, people that just kind of go there to be seen, people that go out there, to actually listen to bands, and people that go out there, and even if they don't like the band, they'll just say, hey, good job. Anybody that has the balls to get in front of a microphone in front of, a couple dozen people, I got to kind of give credit to. But yeah, it's got its ups and downs. It's definitely a difficult scene to be a part of, but it's the people that kind of connect on that level, like it really kind of makes it all worth it.
Oh, sure. I can imagine.
I was gonna say too, I know when like early 2000s, I was under 21 for the early part, and so we would do the underage shows or just all ages shows, and the handful of spaces that we could do it, like Jam Locker, there was like Club 757 or 757 Live or something.
Yeah. Club 757.
It's Club 757. Yeah, and there was a couple others though. They would just get shut down, one after the other.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's probably not a lot of places for the younger bands to play. So I know that's probably an issue. I mean,
I can definitely see that. I mean, the Jewish Mother closed this past year.
Well, that was mismanagement. That was such an awesome venue, though.
It was an awesome venue, but there's a lot of places that the Lido Inn's closed now.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The place that
Damn,
took
I wanna
over
do
the
that.
Jewish Mother in Hampton, TC Grill, they just closed up shop.
Shit.
I mean, there's stuff closing all the time, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
And it seems like, at least the Jewish Mother, I didn't understand why they closed, because all the shows that I went to there were just fucking packed.
Oh, I
and
know.
it was in a decent location in Virginia Beach.
Yep.
Every time I went in there were like a ton of people eating in there.
Yep.
I don't know, I feel like that's the kind of place where whatever the profits were, they probably went up somebody's nose.
Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, me either. But I mean, I don't understand how a place like that can
Right.
kind of thrive the way it seemed like it was thriving,
Yeah.
but kind of get mismanaged into the ground.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess shit happens.
Yeah, so I totally understand exactly what you're saying, you know, about the venues and kids not having a real place to, you know, have an outlet to play.
Yeah, which sucks because that was like kind of a safe place for us when we were kids.
Not according to the fire department.
That's a good point. Yeah, the fire department did not think that it was
Yeah.
as safe as it may have felt.
Really like a great white shark. That was a great white. Remember?
Oh God, up in Rhode Island,
Rhode
yeah,
Island.
they set off their fireworks display in this tiny club up there, and then the whole thing just fucking burned down.
It changed the landscape entirely.
Yeah, totally. Rhode Island affected Norfolk, as goes
Small world.
Providence.
Small world.
So goes West Ghent.
So yeah, I mean, as far as the music scene now, though, we try to be as supportive as we can of other bands and
That's
make
important.
those considerations. I know it's always been. I feel like the whole indie thing of the mid 2000s, where everybody was too cool to appreciate stuff.
I feel like that was a hangover from the
Enthusiastic.
90s too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
arms folded at shows, and man, I'm just kind of here.
too good to show
Don't interrupt my
appreciation.
pain.
Yeah. This is the moment when you can't be enthusiastic about something like that, like music, right?
Yeah.
This is something that.
It's the
people
one
just
thing that
find-
you should be enthusiastic about, no matter what. Like, why you would kind of brush that off your shoulder for some kind of image thing that hurts me very personally.
Yeah, yeah. And then, as far as the separated scene mentality too, it's never fun. Like everything's a clique, and you're here to follow this one band, but you can't show any love for the other bands, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We run into certain issues where I don't know. It's not very discouraging because I feel like we're just resilient enough to get over it, but it's
I understand.
not fun to deal with. So
Plus, I feel like when we kind of started this, the understanding was just we're just doing this for us, and if something comes out of it, cool. Which I feel like was a lot of the ways that we kind of felt in the early 2000s when we were playing music. It was just something for us,
yeah.
and if other people dug it, cool. But now, I think we feed more off of other people digging it than we used to.
Yeah.
There's that.
I would say Pat's kind of come up a long way. He used to be very private and very introspective up on stage, especially with Ready to Fade.
Oh
the
God,
bands.
taking 2-3 minutes
Yeah, it's
between songs.
I don't think he ever made eye contact with anyone.
They
They
was just
Sweet,
whatever.
dude. But
I'm
now,
assuming
oh
you've
my
gotten
God,
over that.
Yeah, nice.
Now
If
he
you ever
has
check out
me.
our videos on Facebook, he's just he looks like he was born for it. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
That's cool. So do you guys have any advice for any of the younger bands getting into the scene, or
Humility.
Hmm.
Don't look. Everybody thinks their band's the best thing in the world, and maybe it is to you, but it's not going to be to everybody else. Do what's going to make you happy. Use it as an outlet. If I see you on stage and you're not into it, why am I even going to think of being into it?
Right.
If all
Sure.
you're going to do is be bummed the whole time you're up there, that's not really something I'm willing to pay $5 for. I'm also cheap. That's the other thing.
So put us on your guest list, I guess.
Yeah, make records affordable.
Yeah.
Give stuff out for free. Sell it for cost.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's all we give everything free. I mean, we'll have a donation bucket if you feel like it.
yeah. I mean, we're trying
not
to collect
even-
money to help record, but we're fully ready to pay for everything for it. We're saving up for it.
That's cool.
But make your music accessible.
Mm.
Be okay with other people getting into it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us and do this interview. We appreciate that. We look forward to hearing your recording soon.
Yeah, we'll send you a copy.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.